What's up, boys and girls? It's the one and only Black Avenger, aka the Black Azrael, Lee Sanders, coming at you with a little bit of breaking news right now. Just a couple of hours old, but I don't really see that many people talking about it. I definitely want to talk about it and give you my thoughts on what's going on. So, this comes courtesy of our good friends over at WrestlingInc.com, as they've been staying on top of this. Now, as you all know, that follow your wrestling news, Randy Orton had made his return to the WWE at a live event on Friday night. And it looked as though between Friday night to now, something had transpired where he got some type of an injury. From what they are reporting right now, Randy Orton was pulled from tonight's, which is Saturday night, December 27th, WWE live event at the Nassau Coliseum in Long Island, New York. It was announced at the start of the show that Orton would not be appearing. Now, a WrestlingInc.com reader had noted that the announcement stated that Orton was injured at last night's WWE live event at Madison Square Garden in New York City, which, by the way, for those of you that's going to be in the New York City area coming up in February, Hulk Hogan is going to be heading out there to that MSG event. It's going to be the first time he's been to MSG since 2002. There is some type of a pre-sale code that's underway, if I'm not mistaken. Now, Orton had wrestled his first match pretty much since early November at last night's event at Madison Square Garden by defeating Kane in what was described as a very short match. He later made the save in a main event match after Kane interfered in a John Cena Seth Rollins match. Orton was scheduled to team with Cena to face Kane and Rollins at tonight's show. So this, as you all know, as WWE, the way they kind of operate now with future storylines, things that they're going to be doing on main WWE programming, normally they work out all the kinks at their live show events. So what has transpired in the 48 hours, it might have been some type of a setup for Randy Orton when he gets back on the main WWE programming. Now, it should be noted that Randy Orton was backstage at tonight's live event and he was wearing his gear. So the way it's kind of looking right now, it appears as though the injury he suffered last night was discovered right before the show. Maybe that's why they had Randy Orton do the short finish that he did. Meanwhile, there is a picture that's floating around right now of Randy Orton, who is with a fan backstage at an event earlier tonight. He's wearing his sweater. Looks like he has his in-ring gear on up under it, but it looks as though he's taking it easy. If these reports are true as far as what's going on with this injury, one has to wonder exactly what is the severity of this injury, how much longer is he going to be sidelined, and I've been saying it off and on for the past couple of weeks. Do I think WWE needs Randy Orton right now on main WWE programming? No, I don't think so. Honestly, I feel in my heart of hearts that they are doing just fine without him right now. I think, if anything, you have Randy Orton make his return at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Even though he doesn't win it, I think it's just all about the way you book him, the way you make him look strong. Maybe you could have J&J Security kind of interfere in that particular match to try to screw Randy Orton out of becoming the Royal Rumble winner, and then that could kind of officially help him resume his program with Seth Rollins, J&J Security. You can kind of operate like that. But I mean, as it stands right now, we're about less than 3 weeks away from that Royal Rumble pay-per-view. I think it makes more sense in the world to just go on ahead and let Randy Orton continue to do little autograph sessions at WWE events, rest up a little bit more, do a match here or there, dark match here or there, until ultimately it's time for that Royal Rumble match. I mean, they've waited this long. Honestly, they should wait a little bit longer. Then again, who knows? Maybe WWE, they may feel they could use him right here and now, but I'm just thinking about what would be safe and better for everybody involved, for all parties. I kind of like what I said earlier. Just let him rest up. Let him pop up at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. What's your guys' take with regards to this? I definitely want to get you all's input. So post your comments down below. Let me know what you think with regards to this. I literally just got off the air doing our final weekend edition of the RCWR show. You guys want to make sure you check that out, as we made the announcement within the first 3 minutes of that show of a huge guest that's going to be covered by our show this coming week. The guest is so big that I had to reach out to my broadcast partner, Titus Machiavelli, to get him involved in this. And I'm happy to say he's going to be tag teaming with me for this exclusive interview. It is like one of those once in a lifetime type of opportunities. It is a very, very big name, probably the biggest guest that we've ever had in the history of our show as long as we've been on the air. So if you haven't checked out our weekend edition and usually check out our shows on the downloads, go scoop it up right now. It's available for your listening pleasure. All the links you need is in this episode description. And of course, you could also continue the discussion on what's going on with Randy Orton and all that on our Twitter page at the RCWR show. Give us a holler on there, or on our Facebook page at Infinity One Productions. That's Infinity with an E. Make sure you spell out one, O-N-E, Infinity One Productions, to infinity and beyond, baby. If it's your first time checking us out, I'd love to have you subscribe to us so you never miss out on all the great content we do for you here on a weekly basis. Whether we're doing interviews, we have some really fun and insightful reviews, we're breaking news, like what we're doing here right now. We have a little bit of something for everybody. So make sure you do hit that subscribe button. Give this a thumbs up, as by giving it a thumbs up, you're supporting the uploader. You're appreciating the time that the uploader is doing, putting up the content and all that. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. You can share this a number of ways, by Facebooking it, Google Plusing it, retweeting it, as is one of the many ways you can spread the good word about our content. Until next go round, please be safe and be kind to one another. Everybody, do take care.